Wes, Halmin Freyon and welcome to another video. Have you also been wondering why is it so that there are too many bad films and TV shows out there at this point of time, my dear friends? Well, I have done so as well, but I have also made a little bit of a discovery which I want to share with you today. But first, welcome, my dear friends. For those of you who are here for the first time to European Law channel, a channel of a humble European fella who likes to rant about fantasy on the internet, a man who has devoted his entire personal and academic life to the finer things, to the greats of the fantasy genre of the 20th century, as well as Old English literature and language. And that is why my channel is from a huge part devoted to defending these great stories against vile creatures such as the people over at Prime Video, Disney Plus or Netflix. But today I have to say a couple of very positive things about Netflix. But first, if you have not done so already, please feel free to check out my other videos, such as the individual reviews of the Rings of Power videos, the House of the Dragon, or more recently, Witcher, Blood Origin, or The Last of Us. But now, my dear friends, so why do you think that is, that we don't have enough good films and TV shows? I have made a discovery that we actually do. That there are good films and TV shows to be found out there, either over at streaming services or, well, wherever else, but they are not being promoted. What is being promoted, my dear friends, on the other hand, is the mainstream films and TV shows that really don't care about good quality, about making a quality product, but rather bowing down to the gods of inclusion, representation, and diversity. But that is something that we have known for a long time already. The creative bankruptcy has taken over the entire Hollywood, and mostly, for the most part, they like to milk one and the same IP or franchise that we have loved for ages. But they are not honoring it. They're just taking it and trying to change it, deconstruct it, undermine it, destroy it in the eyes of the original fans. And they are not attracting new fans because their products are not of a high quality. The Rings of Power, Disney, Star Wars, Marvel Cinematic Universe, constant rehashes and remakes and sequels to Ghostbusters and the Predator franchise and the Alien franchise. Look at what happened to Doctor Who and the Star Trek, and the list goes on and on and on. What we want, what we would appreciate, those of us who are aficionado of the film medium or the TV show medium, would be a new idea, something original, something that we have not seen before, or just simply, if we are not as demanding as that, simply a good entertainment, quality made show, a quality product, a very well crafted film, excellently written with good actors, great performances, and if need be, if it is of the fantasy or science fiction genre, good CGI effects or practical effects. But of course that is not to be, and I have already made a couple of videos about the year 2022 and how much bad it was for the fantasy genre. Just look at all the things that came out that were absolutely abhorrent and atrocious. The Rings of Power, once again, Willow, Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, Witcher, Blood Origin, and all those Marvel Cinematic Universe movies such as Thor, Love and Thunder. It was a very bad year. However, there is one film that I just discovered yesterday as of making of this video. It is not a fantasy film, nor is it an original idea, but it is an adaptation of a novel by Louis Bayard that came out in 2003, and it's called The Pale Blue Eye. And I don't know what about you, but I haven't seen any promotion, any posters, any commercials, any ads on the internet. No reviews have been recommended in my feed, either on YouTube, Twitter, or wherever. I have not seen anything of that film. Until, of course, I checked out Netflix yesterday, And I saw this film, which, had quite an interesting poster. So I clicked on it, I read the synopsis, and I went, oh, this looks and sounds very interesting. And what's more, there are stars after stars after stars in this film, like Christian Bale, Gillian Anderson, Robert Duvall, Timothy Spall, and Harry Melling, the Dudley Dursley from Harry Potter, and he looks, whoa, he changed. And the music was composed by Howard Shore, which I, of course, didn't check. I only recognized it when I was watching the film, because it was suspiciously, certain passages were suspiciously similar to the music from The Lord of the Rings and from The Silence of the Lambs, both of which contain soundtracks composed by Howard Shore. But the film overall was fantastic. It is a detective movie about, a detective in the 19th century United States of America. His name is Augustus Landor, and he was portrayed by Christian Bale. And he is being helped by a military cadet who at the time, of course, was young, and his name is Edgar Allan Poe. Wow, so we have seen already a couple of films where Edgar Allan Poe was really in the role of more or less of a detective. After all, he is considered to be one of the inventors of the detective genre. Just look at the short story Murders at the Rue Morgue. But other than that, I shall not like to spoil much. It is a mystery crime film. Very dark and very bleak, but very suspenseful. And the acting is fantastic there. After all, I have already mentioned the stars that really star in the film. And so I finished watching the film, and I went like, well, this is good. And the rating is also very, very, very good. It's got like 91% over at Netflix out of 100. Well, that's good rating right there. So I thought to myself, why haven't I seen or heard anything about that film? So it dawned to me that if you want a more or less mainstream film that wouldn't only focus on the extreme leftist agenda of 2022, 2023, so on and so forth, you have to just, do the work and go out there and look for films. They shall not be promoted. They shall not be shown to you. What's shown to you is the shit, is the crap, is the garbage entertainment for the common viewer and the common listener and the common reader, the brainless kind of consumer. Alright, let me know in the comments down below what you think about all this. And that will be all. Thank you very much for watching. Ena Marie.